guys, good evening, beautiful people. Hey, Obodo fam. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to our channel. How's everyone doing today? Thank you very much for being here. Today is Wednesday, the 28th of December, 2022. I hope we are well. Thank you so much. If you are just joining, please give us a thumbs up. Yes, it be like say this matter what we dey talk about from January never see end though. Now, if you count how many women don't delete this year because of relationship, marriage, wahala, can we count? I don't know whether na fit count oh. It's endless. It's a long list, my people. Kamari, you could not see, but we will continue to see. Unfortunately, sadly, because of the pressure to marry. They know they let person rest for Nigeria. You do your own jejeje. You dey do your own thing. You dey work. They will pressure you. You never marry. You never marry. Why you never marry? Go marry. Your mate don't marry. What you still dey do? Your mate, the grandmother. Your mate don't born pikin. They go talk. I mean, you need to be in Nigeria at the age of 28, 29, 30, 35 to understand this pressure. It is real. If you have not experienced it, then you have no clue what I mean. All of you that are not married, the single ladies or women who are not in relationships, whether you are separated, divorced, or whatever your circumstance is. If you now live in the diaspora, one thing you need to wake up and thank God for every single day is the fact that you are far away from a place where people would judge you based on your marital status. It's a real thing, no joke. You need to be a Nigerian to understand the pressure is real. Mm. The day that Nigerians will understand that, first of all, it's not everybody that will get married. Secondly, the timing for everybody getting married is different. And thirdly, just allow people live life and just enjoy their life. That's the day this pressure and this desperation that a lot of women have regarding marriage will end. The desperation is real. And sometimes we look at at the women and we blame them and say, oh, why are you so desperate? You are too desperate. Now something costs her more. Now something costs her. So this is the story of a beautiful lady called Ijeoma, 48 years old. Her name is Ijioma Felix, and she lived in a city called Abuja, which is the Federal Capital Territory. And that is the, what do they call it? Is it headquarters or what they call the state capital? Yeah, capital of Nigeria. That's the state capital of Nigeria, my people. I'm giving this information for those of you who are not familiar with that country, our country. So a little bit of background information. Abuja is relatively a very peaceful, quiet town. I lived there for 6 years before I relocated to the diaspora. I loved it. It was so nice back in the day. But I hear it's been overtaken by Yahoo boys now. I mean, all the conversation I'm seeing on social media, people are saying, fear Abuja boys. Abuja boys, run from them. They are always looking for women, that they are going to, eat from. Obviously, not everybody, but I hear it all the time. I don't hear it about, places like Port Harcourt, places like Lagos or other places, but this Abuja keeps coming up. I don't know why. I don't know why, but a lot of people, the ladies in Abuja are saying that Abuja boys fear them more. Most of them. We get examples now. We have example on social media. Pokpogri. Who remember Pokpogri and Tonto Dike? Yeah, Pokpogri is an Abuja boy. He's a typical Abuja boy. Remember what happened between him and Tonto? We stopped hearing about him since they demolished his house. Before then, he was all over the place looking for, I don't know, maybe popularity or whatever. Oh, you didn't know that? Oh, you see, sometimes we make the assumption that everybody knows knows Nigeria. Sorry, people. Yeah. Tibat said, thanks for clarifying. I always thought Lagos was capital. Lagos used to be from the time of independence to I think sometime in the other 80s. Sometimes in the 80s, they decided to move it to Abuja. So it used to be Lagos, but he moved to Abuja. Abuja was a city that didn't exist when Nigerian got her independence. It was created. They set it up to become because it's right in the middle of Nigeria. If you check the map of Nigeria, so it was a city that was built from scratch. And as they were building it, they forgot to put network of rails in it. In this day and age, they are planning a city, and it's only roads they built. They forgot about was it 1991 that Abuja was built, or Abuja became headquarters in 1990? Someone said 92. Someone said 91. Okay, thank you for that. I thought it was in 80s. So that is where this lady lived. Her name is Ijioma Felix, 48 years old. So the story, I will run through it very quickly. And there is a video I'm going to play to you as well. Is a video of the interrogation. Because apparently this happened in October, but we're just finding about it now because this is when the police have released all the information. This happened actually October 24th. 24th of October this year. So what happened? The short and long story from what I gathered from the video is that they met in a Facebook group. All right. The guy's name is Ibe Tochukwu. This is him. His name is Ibe Tochukwu. They met in a Facebook group and got friendly and started talking. And this woman, in whatever, maybe she was feeling in love or she was, she was looking for a husband or whatever, I don't know. But it's usually one of those things. Women look for romantic relationships all the time. It's just the way God has made us, unfortunately. Honestly, she took this guy, he's 31-year-old, into her home in Abuja. Red flag number one. Ola said something that I took into, I reflected on. He said that when you go to a platform where they talk about red flags all the time, that you begin to see red flags wherever you go, that anything that you engage in too much, that's all you see. So I'm reflecting on that now, and I'm trying not to always make our discussions around red flags. Even though it's important for you to be aware of it, I don't want all the time to talk about it because I don't want people to, start seeing red flags everywhere they go. It's good to see the good in people, but at the back of your mind, please always bear in mind that some things just are red flags. All right. So the first red flag there was the fact that this guy was jobless and homeless. Ijeoma took him into her home in Abuja and gave him a car. Red flag number two. You don't start buying stuff for a man. Apparently, they were together for a period of 2 years, and in those 2 years, it wasn't a smooth sailing relationship. And I can almost tell when I saw the interview and what he was saying, I can almost tell what was the cause of the wahala. Women are not meant to be providers. Women are not meant to be the head of the family. Women are not meant to be the ones that will take care of men. It never works. I know some people, there are always exceptions to the rule, and some people will say, I did it, it worked for me, right? But it's not always the case. Also, I'm not looking at the comment. I was focusing on the story. Oh, okay. Eso said, Auntie B, I went to the same church as Tochukwu. When we were kids, he grew up in an unfavorable environment which led to his atrocities. He's a chronic thief as a child. Wow. Yeah. So you know him. All right. Maybe you come and tell us a little bit about his character. Wow. So somebody that was already stealing at that age as a kid, then you can imagine. Okay, so if you want to tell us a little bit about him, the link is in the comment section. Please do come in. I think I saw something like that even before the show started. You may have put a comment there. So Wow. So he's always had this behavior, eh? Hmm. Unfavorable. What do you mean by unfavorable condition environment? What does it mean? I don't understand what you mean by that. Help us to enlighten us. Okay. So, what was I saying? I was telling you guys a little bit about the story. I'm still gonna play the video. Uh Apparently it all started when they met in the Facebook group 2 years ago. They became friends and they started dating. It is struggle love. Okay. Cynthia and other ladies here always talked about struggle love. I mean, the first time we had a conversation about struggle love, I was defending. Why are you saying this? Does it mean that somebody doesn't have money, they shouldn't love? Love is free. This other that I was championing the case of struggle love. I say, wahala lo ba de. No, I think you guys have won me over now on that argument. I totally believe that struggle love never ends well. Most almost never ends well. Maybe there are few, one or two cases where people did it and it worked out well, but it almost never ends well for especially the woman. Okay, so hmm, he said that she was very controlling. He cannot be on the phone. And every time he's on the phone, she's always on his case. Let me play the video so that let's do a last time. Let's do a last time and just play the video and analyze it. I think it will make more sense so that we don't do the story twice. I'm going to share screen. Yeah. Let me play the video so we analyze it as we go on so that you can understand. Okay?
Soluble or in still mourning that immediate younger sister, 48-year-old Miss Ijioma Felix, went the 4th of October 2022 at a residence in the Lugbe area of the Federal Capital Territory, Abuja.
Every night, every time I remember that the condition I saw my sister, I cried.
This is me and my baby girl.
That is them. Can you see them? Are you seeing Ibe and his baby girl? So that's them. They are enjoying life there. You can see. They are chopping life. Right? Okay. I want to be sure that you guys are seeing it. So we're just going to be taking it. We're going to be taking it one step at a time. Okay. You can see them in the car driving. She's giggling. Oh, what have I done? Have I removed it? I think I may have removed it though. Oh, Barry. She's giggling seriously because obviously she's enjoying the love. Love is sweet. Love is very, very sweet, but you need to make sure that as you are loving, that they are loving you back. There was something that PK wrote today on his Instagram page. He said that women are the worst enablers. You guys need to follow PK, honestly, because I learned a lot from him. He said women are the worst enablers. Any behavior, women are usually the ones that enable it. Sadly. Right? Okay, let me go into it again. And let's analyze this. Quite sad, my people. It's really, really sad. Very, very sad. Women are enablers. We know how to enable behavior. We enjoy it. And we also have like a savior mentality. We want to save the whole world. And it always never works. You can't save anybody. We are only human. So when a woman is in love, there's nothing we cannot do. Ben Tiwari, our love is like that. Okay, I think I got it back now. I try not to close it again. Okay, let's carry on. What have I done again now? You see how the love they sweet? The love is really sweeting them. You can tell, right? The love is sweet. Mm, yeah, it's sweet. You see how she's blowing him love, giggling. You know women now when we're in love. Mhm. Oh, stop going back. Oh, I don't want to go back again. Come on now. You need to go to where you stopped. Why is it keep going back? I want to start sharing from where we stopped. Yeah. You see how she's giggling? She's giggling and smiling and happy and all that good stuff when you're in love. But you know this word, there is who you love that knows you don't know who loves you. That's the sister, by the way, that was talking to Channels Television about the whole saga, right? They are here doing love. Facebook 2 years ago. Eh? They say no audio. Egba mi o. Who is saying no audio? Can you guys hear me? You can't hear. No audio. Wow. There's no audio. Can you guys hear me? You can't hear. You don't hear anything since. Lo ba tan. Can you hear me now? So some people are saying they cannot hear me. Okay, let me start this thing afresh. It's like sharing this video. I'm trying to share it from sorry guys. You know these things, technical things sometimes can be quite frustrating. I'm trying to share it from my Instagram. I posted it on my Instagram today and I'm trying to share it from there. I'm pretty sure I know how to share it. I don't know. Okay, so because you need to another window, new window. Yeah, you need to listen to it. Yeah, I muted this one because you've heard this part before, so I muted some part of it. Can you hear now? Hmm? He disowned his mother. Wow. Can you guys hear now? Okay, let's just play it, then we'll talk. Mhm. Moved into an apartment. Yeah, he said he was the victim. Mhm. He can't stay on the phone. I can tell that he was staying on the phone with other women. No woman is going to take it if you're on the phone with another woman. We're staying in their house. She gave him a car, sold it. You cannot hear from the video. Ah, that's all. No audio from the video. I'm a ring call. People are saying they cannot hear from the video. Oh my goodness, this is not good at all today, is it? Hmm? Okay, I'm just gonna have two windows. Can you hear now? You can't hear. Okay. I don't know what's happening, but I seem to be having some I don't know why I cannot trying to share it. Bloody thing is Windows, Instagram. You can't see it. Can you hear it now? Ah, okay. I don't know why it's not talking. I shared it. You should be hearing it now. I don't know why people cannot hear it. People are saying they cannot hear it. I'm surprised. Okay. I wanted you to see the video, but people are not seeing it. I don't know why. They're saying no audio, no audio. Ah, okay. Oh, I don't know. I don't know. There should be audio on it. It's on my Instagram page, and I wanted people to see it because it's important that you see. Yeah, it's important that you see. I'm hearing it from my headphones, so how come you guys are not hearing it? No sound. Okay, I'm gonna give up now on this. Right? Let me give up on this because it's wasting my time. Right. If you want to, apologies for that. It's not showing properly. It's on my Instagram page. You can pop over there and see it. Let me just tell you the story. Right? Sorry about that. I don't know. I tried. But you guys said there's no audio. I can hear it, but I don't know why you cannot hear it. Okay. I'll tell you the story. It's pretty straightforward, to be honest. I wanted you to see the video because it's good to see the visuals. Because now police has caught him. I'll just verbatim what was said. I'll read it. He said that the argument started when he came out of the car, and he said that she raised her voice on him and started insulting, and everything went down. They started arguing, and he dropped the home theater. You guys know what they call the home theater? It's one musical set they call home theater. She said he's saying that she dropped it on him, and he defended himself, and she still uh came after him. Basically, they were having an argument over a car that he sold without her consent. Her car. Remember when she took him in? Ijeoma took him in and provided for him. I don't know why. Perhaps he's jobless, he's homeless, or whatever. I don't know why. She decided, but it's struggle of. That's all we need to know. I think Eso said something earlier on. Eso said something about what he did to his. Eso, you were saying something about what he did to his, what this guy did to his mother. I saw a comment where you were saying he did something to his mother when I was trying to fix this Yeye audio video that is not showing. It still didn't show at the end of the day. Yeah. So they got into an argument because he sold her car without her consent. That's what started the argument on that very day in October, right? And I think, of course, she was upset. She was yelling at him, shouting at him, and everything. And according to him, she took the home theater, which is the musical set, and threw it at him. And he dodged. He was trying to defend himself. Prior to now, he was telling people that he's the one that is the victim. He is the victim of her behavior, DV, he's the one experiencing it, that anytime he's on the phone, it's a problem for her. He cannot be on the phone for long. Anytime he's on the phone for long, she gets upset. So I'm suspecting, why would she be upset if you are not talking to girls? Because the funny thing is that a lot of these Yahoo boys, what they do is that they have multiple women that they date. Okay, I said Yahoo boy, oh, please. If you're not a Yahoo boy, then you will not take offense to that. Right. So he's saying now that every time he's on the phone, she's always upset. And on that particular day, when she found out that he had sold the car, she got upset and they got into it and everything happened. All right. Usually it doesn't affect my headphones if I put my headphones on it. It's playing from the computer, so as you are hearing it, I should be hearing it. I don't think this is the headphones. I don't know what happened. But anyway, the video is on my I'm not playing it again. It's wasted too much of my time. They are called sugar boys. Favor, I see. So if he wasn't talking to another woman, why would she be upset if it's just telephone, if you're just talking to your mother, for instance, or you're talking to your friends? Anyway, that's what he said. Some women are very, very possessive. That's another thing. They don't want you to deal with any other person. They will get jealous when you're talking to your friends. It happens, so we don't know what happened. But this is what he is saying. And he tried to defend himself. He said he pushed her and, they got into it. And Omodo, who can write it there in the comment section what they call Omodo? That's what he took. And he used it on her. He used it on her. And that's what bite her. The minute he did that, he took the other car. Yeah, thank you very much. Yeah. The Omodo, and we can't call it here because of YouTube. Omodo is what he used. He used that on her. She fell. And he took her car key for her remaining car, took her phones and everything, all her valuables, and left. You see how Empress said the other day that the Yahoo man that caught her, exactly, it's the same MO. The only difference is that this one didn't make it. Empress said she escaped. Thank you very much. Yeah. He's on Moldo. That's what he used on her. He took everything and ran off. He went and parked the car in his friend's house. He parked the car in his friend's house in Abuja, then took a public transport, and went to Port Harcourt to escape. He didn't even call the ambulance or take her to the hospital to say she's all right. He left her there. So he went to Port Harcourt, and the friend now said to him they should sell the car. Now, best of the feather. He probably told the friend, or he may not have told the friend, but for you to befriend somebody like this, you must have the same character. The friend now said, let's sell the car. So he agreed. 2 days later, they sold the car. I'm sure they looked for a distress sale. Just give me any money. I go sell. What does not belong to? See how when the Bible says that the heart of man is desperately wicked. The friend in Abuja sold it and they shared the money. It was the family that now raised an alarm because obviously she didn't survive the Omodo. She got deleted. And that's how eBay was arrested. They were doing love in Tokyo. So the lessons are there. They were always together, taking pictures, posting on social media. You can see them. Somebody said that the age gap is even a red flag. It may be. Yeah, because in Nigeria, men are not known to marry older women. Look at that actress. What's that actress name that married an older woman? The age gap between them is not even up to 10 years. People troll them every time. You marry your mama age. You go marry your mama age. This, da. He left her and went to Port Harcourt without looking back. So it's the family now that's saying, we need justice. So that's how they went to the police and he got arrested. It was from his police cell that they are now interviewing him now that he's confessing. He's not confessing now, saying, "Oh, this is he did it. She did this to me. She did it to me. She did it to me." So, I mean, there are so many issues about this in Nigeria. Unfortunately, the first thing that comes to my mind is about pressure for people to marry. So you know, I'm looking at Ijeoma at 48. That's 2 years to 50. 2 years to 50, you are single. The pressure is not going to be easy. Your family will pressure you. Your neighbors will insult you. Your church people will ask you questions. We are praying for you. We are praying for you. The things they will say to you, you will be depressed. If you are 48 in Nigeria and you are single, it's no joke. It's a lot of pressure. It's not an easy thing. Oh, we are praying for you. Oh, people say, when are you calling us to share our shall be? God will do it. Oh, that is the only single prayer point everybody will be praying for you. So I'm saying we need to stop the stigma on single people. Period. Just stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Because as long as there's pressure to marry, people will always be desperate. People will always be desperate once they feel pressure. As much as we talk about these issues here, it's not everybody that can withstand that social or societal pressure. People tend to, it's a human nature for people to just, they tend to do what society will like. Marriage is what society like. And that's not to say that marriage is not good. The Bible says that he who finds a wife finds a good thing and obtains favor. Marriage is beautiful. But you gotta marry the right person. So, and it takes time and a lot of work to find the right person. But when people are pressured, they tend to be desperate. And when you are desperate, there's a high percentage that you're going to make mistake. The desperation in Nigeria is real. No joke, guys. You saw the video the other day. I did a rant about it. That the young ladies in the church were wearing wedding gown and they started singing, "Carry me they go, Jehovah, carry me they go." My heart is, if that is not an act of desperation, tell me what is. Some people say, "Oh, it's faith." They are faithing it. No, you don't need to wear wedding gown to tell God that I'm trusting you. It is God that knows us. The Bible says that He knows the end of a matter from the beginning. So if God is going to give you a husband, He already knows, and He knows the time that it will happen. Okay? If it will happen, it will happen. But pressure make a lot of people make mistakes. So this beautiful woman doing her whole thing in Abuja, whether she's working, she's doing business, I don't know what she was doing, but she was obviously doing well for herself. You can see all her pictures, properly filtered, all the wig and everything. She was doing well for herself. She had cars, she had a house, she was living her best life. But the only thing I'm sure was the fact that she does not have a husband. People develop, women especially develop self-esteem issues around, being single for too long. You need to be there to understand what I'm talking about. So she met this guy on Facebook. And somebody that knows the guy is telling us now that this guy is not it. She probably fell for his beard and, fine boy, younger man is interested in me without thinking about his motive. Even if she was alive, are you telling me that this guy will one day wake up and take this woman to his parents and say, "Daddy, mommy, I've brought a wife to you in Nigeria"? I doubt that very seriously. Not that it doesn't happen. There's always an exception to every rule. Let's not say never, ever, but it's very rare. Very, very rare. He's doing fine, but look at him now. This is how he is now in the police cell, right? Now that they've caught him now, this is how he looks now. But when he was with Ijeoma, look at him. You can see his beard, everything, pes. He's eating well. She's clothing him. She's feeding him, giving her car. He has access to her house. He's enjoying her money. And this is how he decided to pay her back. So, I mean, it brings me back to struggle love. When women say, I'm not struggling with you anymore, don't say we are gold diggers. There's a reason. Mm. There's a reason why women don't want that struggle love anymore. Anything that you can afford by yourself, if the guy cannot afford it and you have to be the one that is giving him money. I had a very funny story today, and the lady is coming to the show. You know, I told you guys about a show I'm having on Thursday tomorrow. I did more investigation today, and I was talking to the young lady. She's in Nigeria, and she told me that the guy, hey, I'm a ringo. Women don't suffer. Women don't suffer. She said that the guy said to her that his family would think she's a gold digger. So, in order for him to prove to the family that she's not a gold digger, that she should buy him iPad of 500,000 naira in Nigeria. And he claims to live in the abroad, though. This is a Tinder swindler. Tomorrow, you guys need to hear that story. So the girl was telling me that he said that so that the family will not think she's a gold digger, that she should gift him iPad of 500,000 naira. I said, are you normal? Are you okay? The person that live in the abroad is you in Nigeria that will buy an iPad for somebody that live in the abroad. I said, you did? She said, from your business money, you went and bought iPad of 500,000. She said, yeah. I said, why? He said, because I love him. I said, me, Morogo. Women. It is well with us. So this love, the way it blinds us, is too much. But the thing you always have to have at the bottom of your mind, if you say you love somebody, it's good. I love. But does the person love you? That's what you always have to ask. Does that person love you back? And it's not by saying I love you. Love is an action word, is a verb. It's not by the sweet nothings. Oh, this video, why you not play now? You see the sweet nothings that is whispering into your ears. Like this, Ijeoma she was giggling. She was laughing because the thing was sweet. It's not about what he's saying. It's about the action. Love is an action. It's an operative word. I love you. Does your action demonstrate that love? If somebody say they love you and they put their hands on you, that's not love. If somebody say they love you and they cheat on you, that's not love. If somebody say they love you and they're selfish, that's not love. I think we need to understand what love means, because a lot of women think that love is feelings, is emotions. Oh, my body is doing me one kind. When I talk to him, I get so, I just like, oh. No, that's emotions. That's biology. That's your body doing you because you want to kerewa. That's not love, ladies. This is 2022. We need to wake up. Seriously, we need to wake up. It's not what the person is saying, it's what they are doing. And you need to love yourself. Bola, yeah, you are right. Love yourself. Love yourself. Okay, I'm going to try and see if I can still show that video, but let me take some callers. My link is in the comment section. Struggle love. We are talking about struggle love. Looking at this holistically, was there ever any chance of this surviving? Film girl, welcome.
Hi, Auntie B. How are you?
I'm good, darling. Welcome.
Thank you very much. You're looking good. As in, thank you so much for bringing this topic. All I want to say is that I remember there's a time I sent you a message on WhatsApp about this kind of topic, and I said that ladies should be careful that they don't realize that they are targets. Once you are successful, you have a level of success as a lady. Don't be thinking that you have to remove yourself from that mention of thinking, everybody that comes to me loves me. Just understand that you're a target. And a target is someone people do anything to get to. Do you understand? So the moment you start becoming successful as a lady, whatever, maybe by the time you have a house or a car, whatever it is, you have to be much more, you have to scrutinize who is coming near you more. You have to understand. I know you want to think that God, you have prayed, God is helping you, but you have to protect yourself, because these guys they are looking for you. You know, I'm someone that I have a better relationship with guys than girls. You know, we talked about it for a while. You know, and then I hear them talk, And I heard some of these useless guys that come around that say some things as well, they are looking for these women. Say, are they fine girl or weibo, that is very shameful what our men have turned into, our young men have turned into. They want to be guys that are taking care of, they want to be the baby boys or whatever they call themselves. You understand? And remember again, Auntie B, can you hear me?
I'm hearing you, my dear. Yes, some men, not all. Let's not generalize.
No,
I think
okay. So
they've accused us so much of generalizing here, so let's always say some.
I didn't say all, I just said some.
Yes.
People should, even my last call, people should understand when I say some, I say men. I'm not saying all men. There are good men out there and everything. I'm saying the kind of men that there are people that are targeting women,
Yeah,
right?
let's just call them Yahoo boys.
Yeah. Yeah. And which is true, because remember there's a lot of clamp down in the Western world on those activities. Do you understand? Like, it's not as easy as those days for hush puppy and all those. They are clamping down, they are closing down on all those loopholes that they use for doing all those activities, card and all that kind of stuff. So now they have now turned the thing inwards. Do you understand? Since they cannot export the thing that easily, they are now turning it inward. So now they are now devising ways to dupe people inside. That's the reason why we have increased rate of people catching people on the way, traveling to the east. Do you understand? All those things are because they cannot export their expertise. As I'm trying to use words and not to,
creative. Yes.
Yeah. So they cannot do what they do like hush puppy that easily. So now they are now started devising new ways, and that's the reason why all these catching people traveling to the east or people traveling to whatever and keeping them and asking for and all that kind of thing is increasing. These boys are, so they're now turning it inwards on our women now. Just going after the Oyibo people, Oyibo ladies before now. They're now turning it in backwards because they cannot, there's more awareness and everything. So women that are successful, once you have a good job, once you have to be very, very careful. I beg them of God. A guy telling that he loves you, it means nothing. What is love? Anybody can say I love you. And see, there was one day I was coming home from, I can't remember I was coming home from, because I was staying in Oniru, Lekki area there. My gate man wasn't answering the gate, and I came down to open the gate myself. As I was walking to my car, this guy came out of nowhere. The guy looked, he looked hungry, but maybe he was an okay guy, but you can see that life has dealt with him. He just came and said, hey, sister, I love you. I said,
his love at first sight.
My gate. I swear to be. In front of my gate, I love you. I like, are you okay? I was concerned, are you okay? He was trying to, and I ran into my car and slammed the door. I wondered, I said, do you need something? He said, Modaro, what should I do now? He said, I love you. Maybe they gave him something to put in his mouth, or it didn't work. That's what he said to me. So that encounter was pretty funny to me. Like, how do you walk up to someone and say you love the person? And you could see the desperation in his eyes, I quickly drove into my house, locked the gate. Thank God there were people around. So I felt secure that, he can't rush into my house or something. But I'm telling you that these guys are targeting you. They are watching you people on Facebook. They do their investigation. They will just take a chance meeting to meet. Some of them, they're even your friends. Your friends connive with them to come and dupe you to collect your money. You have to be out there. And
romance scam is on a very high scale now.
So women you have to protect yourself. Don't be gullible. What is love? Anybody can say I love you. What's the big deal? And to me, I've told that thing before. And people think I'm crazy, but you can't tell me when you tell me I love you. Remember you start telling me I love you on the first, second day, I start getting my guards come up like, then because you have to show me love. Don't tell me. Show me. Show me that you love me by what all the things you say. I did a show last week about things you should watch out for, red flag. People listen to that show. When a guy starts talking about money, complain about big business, you start knowing that these are telltale signs that something is up. And it's actually. I watched a show that Pastor Shola did, right, about doing background check, and I agree. We should start doing background checks. And this is a big idea to any guy that's out there, the BU and the likes that, in Nigeria, can set up a background check kind of agency in Nigeria. Women need to have people doing checks for them over guys.
I'm sure anybody that sets up something like that now, they are going to make money. They will make money because it's needed. It's a service that is needed, honestly.
This is
I
not.
want to see if this thing is talking now. Maybe it's talking. The film
No,
girl, hold on, let me see.
I actually watch it on Instagram. So
She sold the car.
oh,
So I think the car was sold 2 days later, and he sent the money to me
Can you
on
hear
the
it now?
third day.
I hear it.
Now all this is happening. I wasn't aware she was dead.
When contacted, the Force Public Relations Officer, Mr. Olumuyiwa Adejobi, says the arrest of the suspect followed the directive by the Inspector General of Police. For now, investigation is still ongoing as relations of the late Miss Felix appeal for justice to be done. The police have also warned the public to be cautious about their activities on social media. Emperor Simon, Channels Television News.
Yeah.
A broken heart, inconsolable. Maureen is still mourning that the
working now,
immediate
right?
younger sister,
Okay.
48-year-old Miss Ijeoma Felix, on the 4th of October 2022 at a residence in the Lugbe area of the Federal Capital Territory, Abuja.
Every night, every time I remember that the condition I saw my sister, I cried.
This is me and my baby girl.
Ask him.
See how fair she is. She's a torture.
The suspected this 31-year-old man she met on Facebook 2 years ago.
Ask him.
He's been arrested by operatives of the Nigerian Police Intelligence Response Team, IRT, and is now in their custody. He says he met late Miss Felix in a group on Facebook in 2020, and their relationship started on a good note, which made him to move into her apartment later on.
Move into her apartment.
However, things later went awry, and according to him, the relationship turned abusive, in which he claims he was the victim.
Thank you.
Whenever anyone calls me on the phone, she's always angry. I couldn't express myself. I can't stay on the phone more than 5 minutes and she's around. She pick offense, she insults me. And during all this period, I believe neighbors around because sometimes they do come out.
Narrating what transpired on October 24th, the suspect says he had an argument with late Miss Felix over a Highlander car she gave to him.
That's the car
He had
behind her.
sold the car without her consent, and the argument.
When I came around, the argument started all over again about the car, why she sell it, and all that. And it was at this point and at this juncture that she raised her voice, she started insulting and everything. She went to the sitting room, dropped out the home theater on me, which I still defended. It was when she got back to the pursuit the second time to come back, then it was really unintentional because I was angry and all that. Yeah, I shoved it, I snatched it away from her and shoved her with it. She fell down. When she was coming up, involuntarily I hit her with, that was when she fell down and she started crying and saying why and all of that.
After the suspect says he took the car belonging to the deceased alongside her phone and
That's
other
her second
things and
car.
left the house.
When I left that morning, I parked the car with a friend and went to travel to Port Harcourt. It was while I was in the Port Harcourt that a friend told me that he can sell the car, and in my own maybe say covetousness, and I said, okay, no, fine.
You know
If he
the
can
word
get
for
a
it.
buyer, if you sell the car.
Covetousness, greed.
So I think the car was sold 2 days later, and he sent the money to me on the third day. Now all this is happening. I wasn't aware she was dead.
When contacted, the Force Public Relations Officer, Mr. Olumuyiwa Adejobi, says the arrest of the suspect followed the directive by the Inspector General of Police. For now, investigation is still ongoing as relations of the late Miss Felix appeal for justice to be done. The police have also warned the public to be cautious about their activities on social media. Emperor Simon, Channels Television News.
Be careful. Be careful on social media. Yeah.
I don't think they have even checked her account. Maybe he has access to her accounts and cleaned that. We don't know. Just have to be careful. This guy is
Police are saying be careful.
criminal.
Yeah.
This guy is a hardened criminal. Obviously, he's still letting work. That's why he didn't cover his tracks very well. He's hardened. He doesn't feel anything. Because how can you feel so entitled to a woman's money that you sell the car that she gifted you? I can't say he gave her the car or something. How can you sell like that?
He
And
sold it without telling her why living in her house.
ah,
And do you see the way he's talking? He says it's probably covetousness
Auntie
on my
B,
part.
Auntie B, I don't know if I'm going to I'm going to give you a very short, very quick story. There's this guy from my village, right? Long and short, he married this woman and she was in government at the point, and then she was making so much money. She bought cars, she bought houses in their name, everything. And then she had a child before she married him, And then this guy, but luckily for the woman, this guy wasn't in good terms with his brothers and sisters. He used to be very angry when she tries to help them. So she helps them on the down low, like give them stuff on the side. So one day, the brother of the man came to tell her, warn her that my brother was drunk one day. I was saying something outside that he's going to collect everything from that. Everything that you have belongs to him and blah, blah, blah. There's something he said about like buying or something, like that. He told the woman to be careful. So she now went at the backside and said changing all the documents back to her name and that to her children. Then she now stops working in government. The money wasn't coming as much as possible. The guy now starts abusing her that, she's been sleeping around with men. That's why she made all this money. He wants to sell. They found out the properties have been changed. It's no longer his name. The man now turns around and now starts becoming something else. The place he was making noise about, I thought he was a rich man. Later down, like, the office was making noise about, that whole building belongs to the wife. So these men feel so entitled, and I feel it's somehow really for a man to be that entitled to his wife's property that you have to go as far as he even buy the woman's first son. He gave the boy something to eat, and the boy, because he didn't want the boy to share in the mother's because he believed it belonged to him.
Yes, I don't blame them. I blame the women who think they can buy love.
Exactly.
The example you are giving now is a single parent who has children before, right? And
No,
started dating somebody else.
she had a child, maybe when she was very young, like 16. Then she now got married. So that child was with her parents or something. She now
So
reconnected
she
with
was a single mother, yeah.
a single mom, but she when she was very young, she had that baby. So she got married to this man.
Women think that they can buy love. You
cannot
can
buy
buy
a man
him.
love. Very good.
You can't buy love.
I don't give a man my money. I'm sorry to say so. I can't.
Real love is not for sale. Real love. The only love you can buy is the fake one, is the washy-washy one.
I don't care how much you start love. Once you start telling me about you want to do business, do business. I'll give you ideas. I'll give you ideas. I'll support you. I'll encourage you. I'm not even asking for money, but I'm not giving you anything because you cannot. For women, see, for women, I tell my friends that for women, if a woman marries someone because of money, there's a high chance. No, women, the way we are, you might get to love the person with time. Like there's a high percentage, like 80%. No, I'm trying to say that. But men, once they don't love you from the beginning, it's just money. It's very hard to get that love. I don't
tell you something, film girl. Another angle of it is that when a woman is the sole provider, a typical this one that is a Nigerian man that is looking at me now, an Igbo man for that matter. Hey,
pride.
it's not gonna sit well with him. It would not. It would not. They don't like it. They like it. And that's why, even if he succeeded in marrying her and it was good, at some point he will go and look for someone who will idolize him. We said something when we were doing the show yesterday. Ola was here. I know you weren't here yesterday.
I was.
And we were saying something about how men like being idolized like that. They love somebody. We're saying something how Watermelon was the one that was literally worshiping. Men like that. And you cannot do that if you are the provider as a woman. You can't. You can't. That's why it never works.
Exactly. It will not work because at the point, because there's no how you're a human being. A woman is not designed to be providing like that. By the time you provide one day, maybe you know how women, your body be scratching you now. Like, you can say something free-handedly because you're just feeling a certain way, hormones and all that kind of stuff. That man will take it like, because I don't have money. Do you understand? It's not going to work.
Even with you, the ones that Yoruba people generally respect is very big in Yoruba culture, right? Not talking about this couple now, but anybody that knows Yoruba culture and those of you that are Yoruba here, you know how respect is a big deal in Yoruba culture. So even in Yoruba land where you see women who are more successful and they do know how to respect their men. Talking about proper, I don't see any culture in Nigeria that is as respectful as Yoruba.
Those people, yeah.
Yoruba culture is all about respect. They respect you, they respect their men, even their children. The way you have you seen a Yoruba person there, the way they will be calling different
Yeah,
names on their child, don't call me, don't worry me,
I
this,
grew up in
that.
Lagos and I went to school
Yeah,
in Ibadan, so I know.
even with that, you show him all that love and respect because he's a man, and
He's
your
gonna
culture
fight.
has brought you up to idolize a man and to honor a man. Still, the average Nigerian man, especially the Yahoo one,
Mm-hmm.
will still say he will still find a reason why he feels that
Yes,
you don't
yes,
respect him because you are the one providing. So why do you
exactly.
even want to try?
No, I'm not saying people should not marry people that don't have money, but there's a way to marry a man that has money, that doesn't have money. Do you understand? There's a way. If you're a successful woman, the best thing you can give to him is connections and ideas. Let him do something with it. Do you understand? Bring him to a platform where he can meet people that can help him, for example, or give him ideas or support him. Do you know what I'm trying to say? Or whatever it is. But you to give your man the money. It's not a bad thing. It's just that the men don't understand. I don't know. It just backfires, like you said. It backfires. Most of the time it takes a very matured man, and those kind of men are very, very rare for them to sit down well with them. Do you understand? It takes a
Mhm.
lot. It takes a lot. You know.
Angela said that there are also married women on this table. They fund their husband's lifestyle only for him to spend that money on other women.
Hey, that's where it starts from. Because if this thing had not happened and he married the man, what do you think will keep on happening? And these women can lie. I've seen women that they will lie. Oh, my husband is doing this. My husband, they're just lying. The husband is not doing anything.
It's
Do you
true.
understand? They'll be
It's
covering
true.
up. He's doing that. He's doing this. Because this lady I told you about, she built a whole building. The guy says he's selling, doing one business like this. Gave him the whole penthouse at his office. She gave him
Mhm.
the new car, did everything for him. I didn't even know that the man didn't have money like that. I didn't know. It was when this whole thing started. My mom started giving me the whole. I said,
Because the culture trains us to cover your husband's nakedness, to
oh
cover
my
his secrets.
goodness, exactly.
And
You know,
so, if you buy a typical Nigerian woman will buy a car, and she say it's her husband that bought the car for her, so that
exactly.
people will respect the husband.
Yes, 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 yes. I have aunties those days. One of my aunties that was very good at that thing. Our husband will not give her money for food. Meanwhile, you invite the whole world to his house. She use her money to be cooking. They'll not be saying, your husband is taking care of you. You're like, yes, oh, thank God, oh, thank God. Meanwhile, it's her money. Do
And
you
it's also to pepper other women as well that women do it.
understand?
You know,
God bless
women now.
you.
It's to
God
pepper
bless
other women. My
you.
husband takes care of me. Is your husband taking care of you?
Competition. And to be, I don't know, a lot of people on this table, I'm very sorry I'm saying it, but I'm going to say it. Most of the time, most of the imported husbands that they bring from Nigeria are on this table as well. The guy is not doing very well. They go bring him from Nigeria because nobody knows the guy's background. They'll start telling them long story to their friends. Oh, he's a doctor in Nigeria. He was a this. Meanwhile, he wasn't anything. Do you
Hmm.
understand? A lot of people are,
Hmm.
I'm not trying to, but I'm not saying to you that these are the things. Stop lying to, stop trying to compete. Look, you see a guy that is very fine. You want to bring him up, want to show your friends that you have a handsome husband and everything. At the end of the day, you're just doing yourself. You're just doing yourself. But anyway, a
It's
word,
the need to marry. The need to marry is in the
it's lots of
is a
factors.
back.
You need
Yeah.
to marry, competition, insecurity, being generally, I don't know what I call it, foolish. I don't know what I'll call it. I don't know. Name of love. I don't know what it is. I don't know. Because Nigeria is a jungle, Auntie B.
Hmm.
We know where we come from is a jungle. You cannot be a Niger girl and not shine your eyes. You have to shine your eyes. Why is that you can shine your eyes in everything? When it comes to men, you cannot shine.
No, no, women generally all over the world. What about the Tinder swindler? Women generally
I know.
everywhere in the world. When it comes to men and
Oh,
love, that
definitely.
that that eye shining closes. It closes.
No, no.
Have you heard that word? That song? It says, "Loving eyes never sees."
Yes. But
So when you are in love, you are blinded. It's people around you that will see it. And they will still come and tell you, you'll be arguing with them, you are jealous. You want
and,
you want to spoil my home. Why are you talking like this? Is it because you are not married? Why
and,
women?
And
Ah,
to be on another thing is that it's actually amazing because sometimes when you tell them, like you say, they'll go like, "Oh, you're just being jealous of me." Meanwhile, you're trying to tell them, they'll not be like, "God forbid, mine will not be like that." Like you always feel that you are better than everybody. It's not possible, it cannot happen. I don't know why they have this sort of mindset that we're not saying just be careful, just be careful. Like, oh, God forbid, it's not mine. If your boyfriend is like this, mine is not like that. Blah blah blah. Like they always try to feel that they are special in some way that it cannot happen to them. The devil sees everybody. Oh, the devil
thank
sees
you.
everybody. He sends his agent to everybody. So let us be careful. That's my own last stand. Thank you very much. Just
Thank
be
you, Film
careful, you will
Girl.
target. If you live abroad, they target. Mm.
I appreciate your contribution, Film Girl. Thank you so much. Yeah, marry, someone that compliments you, not someone that will drain you and, that will eventually, have disdain for you. Because there's no way this guy was going to marry this woman anyway. She was just, unfortunately, she was fooling herself. And that's what we women do. I'm in love. He's doing it very well. He's showing you all the, you know, you think, oh, I've arrived. No, you haven't. Look at the cold-hearted heart of this man. Just look at the coldness. After you did that with Omodo, you know what Omodo is? Is wood. Correct wood when they don't sharpen and well. Who they fit ba. Anywhere to ba banyo, you go yen. Left hand took the car and go. What level of wickedness is this? And you wonder why modern day women don't want to build up any man. You wonder why modern day ladies say, if you don't have money, please, at this level I am, if you cannot match me or surpass my level, just clear out. Because it shouldn't even be in her house in the first place. They were dating. Why is he living with her? Why is he living with her? I don't know why she was living with him. Why he was living with her. I don't understand it. Pretty face, welcome.
Hi, Auntie B of God.
Hello, how are you, pretty face of God?
I'm good. Yourself?
I'm not bad as well. Thank you. Welcome. Where are you joining us from and what do you have to say?
I'm joining from NYC, New York City.
Welcome.
Thank you, Auntie B. Yeah, it's really sad seeing this happening again. It is a very sad thing. And I want to say one thing that the aunties, grandmas, and uncles that are
Mhm.
pressurizing these ladies, we women to go into all this foolishness called marriage. They're not even watching this. They're not
Yeah.
online. They
Yeah.
don't know what's going on. They don't know what time it is. So they will continue to do that as long as there is life. It is the ladies that will have to switch it off. Just switch it off. Don't let nobody push you into nonsense. That's what I will say to that.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because they're not watching this, they're not listening to this. They don't know
Mm-hmm.
about all of this.
Mm-hmm.
All they know is you need to get married and you need to do so as soon as you can. Even if the guy is a foolish guy or a wicked
Mm-hmm.
soul like this jackass, you know. So that's my number one point. So the aunties and uncles and grandmas making ladies to undo themselves this way, they are not listening to this. They don't know
Well,
what
it
time
it
it
do-
is.
it filters down. It does filter down to them because the children
Mhm.
are taking a more assertive stand now to say no. Stop,
Right.
with the pressure. I will do it when I want to do it. So we don't want to say completely that they are not hearing it. They do hear it.
Yeah.
Maybe not from social media, but it filters
Mhm.
down somehow.
Yeah, you're right. But like what I mean is, a good number of them are not. That's the truth. And then the second point I would like to raise is you made a video about you not moving in with any human being that is not your husband or your wife. And that's what I stand with. There is no reason why this pretty lady moved this soul that ended her into her home. You're not married to this young man. He hasn't come to see your people. There's no reason why my gender should keep on doing that. That there's absolutely no reason why you should do that. Because this man is feeling entitled to our pocket, our body, our everything. And
Hmm.
this is the reason why he did what he did.
What about
because
the
he
age gap?
felt
Somebody is saying is there's no
that's
way that
that's
most Nigerian men marry. They don't marry older women because
so
their
that
friends will constantly be making fun of them that they marry
absolutely
their mother.
that's absolutely that's my number 3 point. See that age gap, it never works. It never works. I have a relative who did that. Okay, so she married this young man, just like this wicked looking guy, right? She married him and took care of him, moving just like this lady moved this one right here into a house. She moved in into her apartment, took good care of him, giving her money, her body, everything, connected into different contracts, and of course everything was rosy, rosy, rosy. And eventually she married him. Guess what? As soon as they finish, the marriage and everything, this man started acting up. He started acting up. He started making her life a living hell. And you know what he did? He moved out of the house, went, impregnated a younger lady, okay, and rubbed it all over her face, calling her all name in the book that I don't want to mention. Now she's left alone in her old age, left alone, dejected and everything. So it never works. Even if this guy marries her, he will eventually leave her alone after gaining everything that he planned to gain from her.
Yeah,
He will,
absolutely.
he will collect her money, collect everything that he felt
So
entitled to.
if she had her six
Mm,
sense on, she would have known from the scratch that
yeah,
this was not meant. It's not going to end well for her. It's not a good match, and he was never going to marry
absolutely.
her anyway. Mm.
Even if he does, that's what I'm saying. For
Even
my
if he
relative,
does, yeah,
he did marry her, but with an intention. He had
yeah, it's not a
yeah,
good intention. Yeah,
yeah,
because again, the society does not encourage this sort of relationship between a much older woman to a younger man. But if it's
right.
the other way around, if even if he's ancient of days, you know,
Mm-hmm.
ancestors can marry 15, 16-year old. It doesn't matter. Go to the north and see what they are doing over
Right,
there. It's
right.
just, it's terrible. Thank you
But
so
it's
much, Pretty Face.
never. You're welcome to
Bye,
be
darling.
okay.
Take care. All right. Okay, Adama, how are you? Welcome. What do you think about this
Ah,
match? Was it a match that was doomed from the beginning, or do you think it's desperation? Like I'm thinking that is the pressure to marry that drove Ijeoma to this relationship.
you know what? She was only 48. She was single. She was alone. She fell in love.
She was
When
only
you're in love, you're
48
in
in
love.
Nigeria.
Yeah, beautiful. Okay, yeah, in Nigeria. Okay,
In
fair enough. Yeah.
Nigeria, Adama, put it in context now. In Nigeria,
All right.
Abba, you don't say only at 35. Do you know what?
Okay.
It's
All
like you've
right.
been
Fair
gone for
point.
too long. Think back.
I
I need
have.
someone from Nigeria to even call into the show. If you live in Nigeria, please call in and tell us what it means, what this single life is, and the pressure you go through every day. If you live in Nigeria, the link
Hmm.
is in the comment section. Call us. Maybe it's changed since I left Nigeria. I don't know. But we're talking
No, I
about
mean,
Nigeria.
I guess it hasn't changed, but when you look at the age gap, I mean, we know that back home, it's very unusual to see someone of that age marrying someone who's her age anyway. So I guess she was. I don't like to use that word. Oh, SM, because
Hmm.
I don't want to be disrespectful. Do you understand? But
Yeah.
at the end of the day, she just wanted to be loved. Hell, and
Everybody
and you
has a
can
need to
imagine,
be loved. Yeah.
and and I mean, the other option, which I wouldn't agree with, would have been for her to be someone's second wife, which she probably wouldn't want. I wouldn't want that. Do you understand? So I guess
What
those who
is
maybe
that a good
uh,
option?
no, it's not a good option to be someone's second wife at that age. Why should she?
Hmm.
Why should she be someone's second fiddle because she's 48?
Hmm.
No, I'd rather stay single. I would rather stay single. I mean, I'm single. I'm older than her, and the thing is, this story kind of like touches my heart because I was also a victim of struggle love, you know. And
Mm-hmm.
then, I was able back then to weigh up the options, and I walked out, but I lost a lot. I lost
Yeah.
a lot.
Mm-hmm.
So when it happened to me, rather, when it was about to happen to me the second time, I said, no way. And by then I
Yeah.
had my daughter. I said, no way. I said, no,
Mm-hmm.
let me just be on my own. Even though even though the guy was older than me, he just assumed that because of my age, that I was going to be desperate. I said, no, let me just be on my own. I'm on my
Mm.
own. I'm happy. I put my daughter through boarding school. Do you understand? But imagine if I'd been with a guy, he wouldn't have allowed me to put her through boarding school. He wouldn't have allowed that. Do you understand? And today, that same guy is looking, he's not even married. He looks wretched.
Hmm.
He wanted
It
me
was
to
another
believe him. He
struggle
wanted me
of
to,
waiting to happen.
yeah, he wanted me. I mean, fair enough, he was my childhood sweetheart, but he was expecting me to import him into this country. I said, no way. Because I'm thinking, if he was older than me, why hadn't he saved his money? Why should I do that? You know? But already, because he's showing like this terrible red flag of, because, I was going to bring him down, honestly, because I was so in love with him. But it's just, he'd heard my daughter, then she was about 6, 7. He heard her voice. You know how these kids can, distract you on the phone. Do you know he got upset? My
Mm-hmm.
blood went cold. And that's when I just went off him. I'm thinking, oh my God, he got upset over the phone because he heard her voice, because he thought she was disturbing. Oh my goodness.
Where was he?
But
Was he
yeah,
here or was he in Nigeria?
no, he was in Gambia.
Oh, okay. It's
But
another
one of our,
struggle
yeah,
of waiting to happen.
yeah, but I mean, one
Mm.
of our own people. I'm just saying, but I mean, till today he remains there, and he looks wretched now. But like I said, I mean, back to this beautiful sister. I mean, she was in love, Bridget. Oh, she was in love. How? And God knows, I'm sure that she brought him in because I guess she wanted to keep an eye on him, because already he was complaining that she was always upset when he was on the phone.
Mm.
You see? So I guess
Yeah.
she probably felt that by him being outside, that he'd be getting up to, no good with her
Yeah.
money and with her car. Do you understand? So
Yeah.
I
And
guess she
I
wanted him.
suspect also that he was talking to
Mm,
other women. That's why
of
she was
course he
upset.
was.
Yeah.
Of course
I
he
mean,
was.
he's only
He
31
was.
years old, so you don't
Mm,
expect him to behave like, he probably, I
yeah,
mean, I don't know why he got together with her, but it was definitely not the right move on her
yeah.
part.
And I think,
Mm.
I think, I mean, for me, my pain is that this guy had the nerve to take our cordial to her. Oh my God. The thing that we used to beat palm fruit in my place. Hey, on this beautiful angel, look at him, and he feels so entitled. And it wasn't even enough. You still took the second car, took the money, took the mobiles, and went on to
Phones
go and
and
see us.
everything, yes.
Hey, oh my goodness, look at this beautiful angel. My heart is pained, That's why I had to put my heart is pained. And like I
Mm.
said, when a woman falls in love like that, I mean, God knows how. I mean, this guy must have been showering her with so much love that she felt so loved up. That's why she was giving. She was happy. Love is sweet. When a guy
Mm.
knows how to press your buttons, you do anything for him, honestly. And that's why
Mm.
I've always kind of like just kept that gap. I obviously used my daughter as my protection. No
It
man
was
can
just
come
the
to my house.
money. He was attracted to the money and
Mm,
what she could
yeah,
provide, the comfort she could
yeah,
provide. Yeah.
which she did,
If
which she
if it
did.
was the other way around, it was the man that was 48 and the woman was 31, it will
Mm,
not be a problem. This is the norm
no.
of the society. It doesn't make it right. I'm looking forward to a day where in Africa
Mm,
an older woman can marry a younger, an
mm,
older woman can marry a younger man without people raising eyebrows and seeing it as something that is such an abomination. And I'm sure there are a lot of young guys who want to even marry older women. But the society, this is what I'm saying. People don't understand, but it's a human nature to want to conform. That's it.
mm,
People naturally want to
yeah.
conform. This is the
I
acceptable way of
mean,
life. This is acceptable behavior. So people always want, whether you are conscious of it or not, conformity is
mm,
something that comes, to all of us. And that's
yeah.
why,
But the,
someone was saying a while ago about how women, they do this for themselves and they say it's my husband because it is the husband that is
yeah,
expected to behave that way, to treat the
that's
wife
right.
that way.
Yeah.
So if he cannot do
Mm,
that, some women feel like, okay, let me make up so that they will respect him.
that's right. Yeah. I mean, like, where I come from, I mean, my kid wouldn't normally accept a woman being that much older than a man. And that's only because when you marry, they want to see offspring. Do you understand? So they'd be saying, wait a minute, this lady is this age. That means she can't give her son children. Do you understand? So that's why,
Mm,
from my end, They wouldn't accept it because they want to see children come from that marriage.
Mm.
This is the thing. So that's why from my end, they wouldn't accept that kind of age gap just because of that, because they want to see children
Yeah.
come forth from that union. That's the thing.
Yeah,
Otherwise, I
I
don't
mean,
see any
in
issue
this day
with
and
it.
age, 48-year-old women can have children if they want to. They might need some sort of
Mhm.
assistance, but it happens. It still happens.
Yes.
Medically now,
True.
women
I
have
know.
children
I
at more
hear.
advanced age. So I don't think it's because of the age
Mhm.
alone. They will say things like she will
Mhm.
control you, you won't
Yes,
have
of
a
course. They'll say,
voice.
"Oh, yeah." They will say
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
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 So
They
it
will
takes
say
a
that.
really
Of
solid
course.
man who can, and it's not
Mm.
all men that can stand against pressure from family and society to
Mm.
say, I put my foot down. This is the woman I want to marry. If you don't like
Yeah.
it, that's your problem. No, it's not a lot of
Mm.
people that can do that. They
I
can't.
know. Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, like I
Even the
said, I
ones that were
mean,
married before. For instance, you were saying anything about younger men want to have children. Even the men that are
mm,
divorced, they already have children. They still want
children,
younger
yeah.
men, younger women. Older,
Women. Yeah,
much
that's right.
older men still want young. Is it
True.
because they want to have children? No,
Yeah.
it's a
Yeah.
society
True.
construct in Nigeria, in
True. That's
Africa, that
right.
younger women are for old men, or you
Yeah.
must marry somebody that is that
Yeah.
you are younger than as a man. That's just it.
Mm. My goodness. But
Anyway,
like I said, we are where we are. I just hope that this guy gets justice served, honestly, because
yeah.
for this guy to just feel like that, just because she
Mm,
fell in love with you and she looks after you, she supported you. And the thing is, you see, with these young men, yeah, when they meet people like that, who are wealthy and love them, they look for always to get money out of them anyway. That's what they do,
mm,
because you become their ATM machine, more or less. That's what you
mm.
are, so it's not that our ladies just buy them. These guys will exploit it. They ask you for all sorts of things, and because you're so in love, your heart is so big. You give the guy
How
anything he
does a
wants
man
because you
ask
love
a
him.
woman? I never understand it that the man will say,
They
"Give
do,
me this, give me this, give me
they
money."
do.
How will he even
No, but
say it?
no, but there's the way they say, "So I'm having this kind of problem. Hey, my God, oh, I've lost my son." So they find ways to ask for them. It's not direct, but
Okay, they
they
ask
just kind of,
stylishly. Okay,
yeah,
I
in a kind
see.
of pissy kind of way, and then you say,
If they
"Oh,
ask you
whatever."
stylishly, you to stylishly say no.
Ah,
Say no.
that's
Say
what
no
they.
and see if the
Mm,
love is still going to stand the test of time. I don't
fine.
subscribe to
Yeah,
women giving money to men, especially men that they are not married to. I don't subscribe to it. That's just
yeah.
my own
No,
personal. That's my personal
yeah,
belief.
yeah,
Some women do
yeah,
it. Good for you if you want
yeah.
to. Obviously, I can't tell
Mm.
you what to do. Is your money. You can use
Sure,
it if
sure.
you want to spend it on men. That's your cup of tea. But me,
Yeah,
as I did here, so could jo.
yeah. Like with me, like I said, it happened, with me the first time. But I said, never again. God forbid, I will not. Instead, let me
Yeah.
be by myself. Honestly, once bitten, twice shy. Do you understand? So that's just the way it is. But yeah, I just hope that this guy will get his will just have justice served. And that's it,
Mm.
really. That's all I just wanted to say. But it's sad. It's really sad that you've got boys doing this, and I know people are making excuses saying it's because they don't have the chance to do 419 or whatever, and then they're telling on these ladies like this who are vulnerable because she's vulnerable. You know,
Mm.
once you're in love, you're vulnerable. These guys will press your button, your mumu button, and you'll just give. You know, that's
Thank
the
you.
thing.
Thank you, Adama. Appreciate your contribution. Have a lovely evening. Okay. Laurel, you are next, but your internet just flicked and changed. Can you put it back? Let me add you. Let me take Natu while you are sorting out your internet. Natu, unmute yourself and welcome to the show.
Hi, Auntie B, how are you?
I'm good, thank you.
Sorry, I have a little
Welcome. What do
call.
you? Mm-hmm.
So you're gonna hear my voice a little bit muffled. You
Okay.
know, the big
It's like you're
problem here.
outside, so your sound is not very good. If you can speak a bit louder, it's like
Yeah,
you're.
can you hear me now?
Yeah, I hear you, but it's kind of noisy in the background.
Okay, I'm trying to go to the basement so that nobody hears me. All right, can you hear me now?
Go ahead.
Okay, so parents are the ones that are contributing to all of these things, honestly.
Mm,
My family were lucky. Our father never allowed our mom to have marriage conversations with us. I remember one day she was trying to talk to us. She was like, you guys are not getting young anymore. And my dad heard her. And he came and he said, "What's the problem?" And she's like, "Oh no, I'm just like, don't talk to my children about marriage." He was like, "Stop it." So I didn't get married till I was 34. My younger sister got married before she got married at 26. But I had a cousin's wife because I was the first person that was supposed to get married in my house, and we broke up with the guy, right? And my cousin's wife saw me at my twin sister's wedding, and she said, "You know, I thought you were the first person that was supposed to get married, but you were being picky." And I looked at her, and I remember that she was pregnant. That was why my cousin married her. I said, "You because you get looks in, I better let me my cousin marry you." That woman regretted her life that day. She didn't come for my wedding, but I
No
didn't have a
matter.
choice because she's so talking to me in front of people.
What did she
Like,
say to
you,
you?
she said that she thought I was the first person that was supposed to get married, but I did not because I was being picky.
Oh, so she was rude to you first,
Yeah. So I
and
told
you
her, I said,
responded,
because,
and she didn't
yeah,
like
I
it.
told her, no. And I said, because she was lucky because she was pregnant, my cousin would have married her.
You see how people
And
can take what they dish out? She
yeah.
disrespected you, and
And
when
then
you
I started
match that
making this
disrespect,
joke.
she didn't like
Yeah.
it. Mm-hmm.
Yes. So I started making this joke when we go for weddings, and aunties will be like, "Oh, your own is next." I'll be like, we have finished everything. Oh. Hall, then they were like, are you serious? I will say, yes. So the only thing is, we're waiting for his husband. The day he come, we just put his name. All of you will come. So I
It's
use that to, like, yeah, I don't make joke out of it. I'm like, you can't stress me. You
maybe
really
she's
can't
this
stress
type
me.
that there are some Nigerian women once they marry, they will not allow everybody around them to rest again. They start
Yes,
pressuring everybody around them.
you cannot. Like, I'm
Mm.
not gonna kill myself. Like, women have to come to a place to understand that not everybody's meant to get married. That's just a fact. Nobody's meant to marry. Not everybody's meant to be a parent.
No, what you
I'm
got to
telling you
ask
that.
yourself at the end of the day is if you never get married, what are you going to do? You need to ask yourself that question and you need to answer that question yourself.
And to be,
If
you
I
see the
never
situation of,
get married, what does that mean
you know,
to me?
you have to look for what gives you fulfillment. You understand what I'm saying? If being married makes you complete as a woman, that's fine. But if you're just doing it for the cultural purposes or the pressure around you, you end up being a miserable person. So now you have to build that thick skin and decide what's best for you. It's like a parent sending you to school to go and study medicine, but you know that you want to do theater arts.
Mm.
You know, so you go to medicine and you flopping in your classes. Like, we have somebody now that is going to a private school in America. They want her to do medicine. They paid 40,000 tuition. She failed the classes both 2 semesters. $40,000 from Nigeria.
Maybe they
You
want
fail
her to be
both
a
classes.
doctor.
Exactly.
And she's
So you
failing.
gotta, yes, you gotta have that conversation with your kids, and you gotta let them know it's okay. It's
Somebody is
really
saying something
okay.
here, sexy. Sexy said, please, we need to take responsibility for our actions. It's not our parents or our family members. We are the gatekeepers of our
No, no,
lives.
no. If you remember, I said parents have parts to play, but also you as a lady, you have to look for what is best for you. You
Yeah, but
understand what
you
I'm
can't,
saying?
as much as you are the gatekeeper, your parents have a
That's
say in your life.
exactly, they
And
do.
Nigerian parents will say it
They
and they will
do.
keep saying it. Do you know what
The
parental
first,
pressure is? Especially
the first
mothers.
guy, the first guy that
Hey,
broke up with me, that our engagement broke up, it was because his mom was against it.
you don't, okay,
It
if
was
you think
because his
parents,
mom was against it.
hold on now. There are still some men to today, even the married ones, that cannot make decisions without their mother.
Yes,
If you think
yeah, we
parental
have
pressure
them.
is not real, or if you think parents
Plenty
don't
of them.
have, they don't have any hold on you. Adult,
Plenty of them.
grown men, women, their parents will still be controlling them, even when they are
Yes,
married. Yanko,
yes, yes.
sexy that is saying that
Even the women now. Yeah, there are.
controversial. There are some men that
Yeah.
anything they want to do in their home, when they have a discussion with their wives, they will go and ask their father, their mother first,
If
this
it's
is the
okay,
thing I want to
yes.
do. Should I do it?
And
What are you
and
talking
maybe if he
about?
has agreement, and maybe if he has agreement with his wife already, oh, after he has
There
discussed
are
with his mother, you
some
now come
men
back
that
and
they
tell the
cannot
wife that
make
it's not
any
possible.
decision in their family without
He
the
will
consent
come
of their
back and
mother.
tell the wife it's not possible because the mother has told him no. So now he'll come back and
So,
tell you that
Yanko,
will not work. Yeah, we have
yeah,
them.
some
We have a
African
lot of them.
parents, the kind of hold they have on their children is almost demonic, honestly.
Yeah. And the thing is that we let a lot of things get to us. All this social media love that you are seeing, you'll be seeing people doing stuff, couple goals. You'll be giving yourself unnecessary pressure. You know, Auntie B, one thing that I have learned, right? I have a old girls group of my school, and in that group,
Mm,
all of us went to the same secondary school. All of us graduated the same year. But this is the thing
mm,
that I found out in the group. In that same group, we
mm,
have the ones that are married, don't
mm,
have kids. We have the ones that are not married. We have the ones that are married with kids. And then the ones that are married with kids, we have the one that their kids are already in university. We have the ones that are babies. All
Of
of us
course.
are in the same age. All of us are in the same age group. All of us are 82 and 83. All of us. So now, if I start giving myself pressure, I'll say, this person never even married. Talk about picking me at the pressure. You don't understand what I'm saying. And in that same, we get people who never get degree. We get people that have plenty masters on top. So I now understood, like, it's not because we all are the same age that our race must be the same. No, my twin sister has 3 kids. I don't have any. My younger sister, I'm 6 years older than her. She has 3 kids. I don't have any. That doesn't mean I will kill myself. When time reach, you won't get. I have the degree that my sister doesn't have.
You see this life, we came differently.
Yes,
See, the day you start to the day you let me tell you guys something, and this is not even about marriage. It's every area of life. The day you start to compare your life to other people, including your siblings,
you
the
start
Bible
going down.
says that they that
You start
compare
going down.
themselves to others are not wise.
You will start going down.
You never
will start
ever
going
compare your
down.
life. As much as you have your dreams, you have your inspiration, you look at other people for inspiration, you look at other people, to inspire yourself or whatever. Your life is your journey.
Yeah, but don't
is
compare.
yours.
It's okay to have to look at somebody for inspiration, but don't start comparing yourself and be saying that, oh, at this age, this person has done this. At this age, my mother has finished having kids. Okay.
Completely different.
Okay,
Our
so
timelines
what?
in life is completely
So
different.
what?
It's
So
completely
what?
different.
Have other accomplishments that when you look at the thing, and the problem, right, at TB, is because we fail to appreciate the things that we have and what we've achieved. We're looking at the things that we've not had yet. That's why we are
Absolutely.
not
That's
even
human
grateful for the
nature.
things that we have.
Yeah.
That's why we're not
That's
even grateful for
human.
the things that we have. I remember one guy was telling me one time, he said, because I'm a rough driver, he was like, oh my God, look at the way you are driving like a man. Teach your sister now. Now your sister will be like you. I came down from the car. I warned the guy. So let me warn you one last time. That's my twin sister. Don't you ever in your life compare my sister to me or compare me to my sister. Don't ever do that. That's my sister. That's my blood. We are not the same. We are not the same. I will not allow you to like pressure my sister over my own achievement. And you can't pressure me over my sister's achievement. Shikena.
They will even turn you
That's
against
all.
each other if you are not careful.
No, that's not gonna happen. So I'm like, go deal with it. But that's it. So we have to, like some of that person said, we have to learn to. This is our life. Oh. Why do you go to university? They put you for medicine, you switch and not tell your parents until you finish. Why can't you do the same for your life too? When they say you have to do this, I can't. It's not me. It's not my thing, and I cannot. I will do it
Not
when I'm
everybody
ready.
has.
This is
Some Sexy is saying that for parents you just need to, if they start to pressure you, you should just tell them that you will never visit them again if they carry on, that they will keep quiet if you tell them. But
yes.
not
That's
everybody even has the strength of
not
character to do that.
so.
It's not
See,
everybody
but
that
right.
can do it.
That is the reason why the people that don't have good relationship with their parents are the people that cannot say this. But if you
Yeah,
have that relationship with your parent, once
it's
mommy
not
say, you say
everybody that
mommy,
can say no.
yeah.
Yeah.
When
See
you say
now,
mommy, I will
Keta
not
said,
show.
Auntie B, I agree. Oh, I have one that the mom controls him from Nigeria. Anything mommy, mommy, mommy. If mommy don't agree, then wahala. See?
I
It's
say
a real
person where I
thing.
won't marry, mama tell me, person where they talk to the mama every day. Oh, she tell the guy, say the guy, it was after 5 years after I married, went for my dad's burial. Now I had a year saying that the mama stop and make you no marry me.
Which
I'm
excuse
not,
you give? Same. Why you talk to me no marry you?
I don't know what excuse. I mean, and the mama cool though.
You
I don't
for
know
like
what
to
excuse
ask
she
now, and
get.
I don't come from the same place.
No, I'm not interested.
Hmm?
The person that we came from the same place, all of us are from Kaduna. The person got married and his wife died at childbirth.
Bye. We say
Yeah.
bye. Not to.
Oh, sure. Ooh. Yeah,
uh,
but that's the thing. So honestly, we just need to. You're responsible for yourself. Like Davido used to sing, "I love you." No me say if you see me, I put my hand for fire. I go put my hand for fire. See?
now so.
Yeah, you have to. Sometimes, like we let too many
Now
things
really
get to.
nice line be that. So I love
We
you,
want to do
no
it
be
because we
say
want
make
to.
I put my hands on fire.
Yes. No, I'm not gonna
That's
do that.
so.
Are you going to tell me that if you don't drink alcohol, then somebody will force you to drink alcohol or smoke weed because you want to make the person happy? It's not my thing. If you have a light brain, you have a light brain. If you take alcohol, it mess you up, mess you up.
So the
So
women in
that
Nigeria,
also
what are they
has to
supposed to do now, going forward? How are they supposed to deal with
let
this?
me let me
This
say something
societal
about
and
Nigeria.
family pressure.
Nigeria, Nigeria, if you decide, if you do not achieve like career wise, make
Natu,
everybody will
your
keep
internet is
quiet.
fading. You're in the basement, oh.
Can you hear me?
It was fading a minute ago.
Yeah.
Oh, can't hear you anymore. No, I cannot hear you anymore. Laura, your internet is still not good. Can you come back? Let me put the link in the comment section one last time because I'm about to end now. I've done an hour. I have an appointment I need to get to. No, not to. Unfortunately, your internet is gone. It's gone haywire because probably because you are in the basement. So, but I did enjoy having that conversation with you. Ice Eyes was asking a very interesting question in the comment section. She said, ladies, Ice Eyes, your wahala plenty. You like wahala. I've told you should come and teach us emotional intelligence here. You never hear now. You better come and teach us. Ice Eyes says, women, if your brother is dating a woman that is 17 years older, will you be happy? I don't even need to do I don't need to collect data to know that one that most women will say no, because as much as we complain about parents in law, it is sometimes the sister-in-laws that are worse. Most women will not agree, even if the man is comfortable with it, they no go agree. Women, I say PK say women are the worst enablers, not them. Forget that, Not two. You came back again. I'm ending, 1 minute.
Oh,
So I gotta go.
oh, you said what are girls in Nigeria supposed to do when they get this kind of pressure?
Yeah.
When you stay at home and they're always seeing you, when you are idle, you don't have anything to do. That's where you get the pressure. But when you are focused on something and you're achieving in other aspects of your life, in other areas, that one will just be silent. They will not even
Mm.
pressure you.
You think so?
Especially, yes, and this pressure is coming from poor parents because they want to get meal tickets. How many rich people are giving their children that kind of pressure? They don't have it. I have
Mm.
two cousins. One is almost 50. The father does not even open my talk about marriage because she has gone far in career.
Hmm.
She has gone far in her career. It's the
Hmm.
poor people that are giving those pressure.
Hmm.
And we need to learn. Do it for yourself.
Hmm.
You want to live a miserable life because you want to have Mrs. that they are attached to your name. It doesn't make.
Hmm. Okay, thank you very much. Natu is saying if you are under pressure, work harder to improve other areas of your life. There's more to life than marriage. Bio, you look so relaxed. It's like you're enjoying yourself. Oh. As I dey see you, so na Igbadun level now you there. Oh. What's
Yes,
up,
so
bro?
Auntie B, I greet you specially.
Welcome.
Every day, relax. So this topic is very interesting because, as usual, we just pick the lessons from it. You know,
Hmm.
we really do not have 100% facts, even though, but there's sufficient information there. But three things I want to say. Let me just go straight. Number one, um, if you ask me to take a guess on a side, I would say I don't think this have to do with marriage pressure. The reason why I would take that line is because this lady, she's 48. Is
Eight.
that
Yeah.
correct? Yes.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So I believe that more than likely, nothing is absolute. A woman of 48 that is looking to settle down in Nigeria would not even have a 38 years old. I'll be 30, waiting 31.
Even 47, no go agree.
No, it's not about the guy green first.
Mm, mm,
I'm looking at it from the woman's perspective first. You
mm.
understand? When you're looking for something, you will take your best options. So I don't think a 48 years old woman, even no matter what, because that man first is a deceitful person. So I'm not even talking about the man. Just remove the man first on this first
Yeah.
submission. This first submission is regardless of what the man might have done or tell her, you know what I mean.
Mm,
So first of all, a 48 years old woman who's single and looking to get
Marry.
married would not even target a 31-year-old guy, because if you're under pressure, you'll be looking for somebody who will still be under pressure like you. Do you understand? You
Yeah.
know, so somebody under pressure like you will be somebody within that age range too as well. You understand? So then, in terms of age difference too, I agree with one caller that made a very valid point, because life in a sense, it's not about woman's age. No, that's not what we're saying here. The thing is that, let's say, for instance, if a woman is 32 and even a 23 years old boy is trying to talk to that 32 years old woman, that woman is still within more likely, you know what I mean, to give birth and other stuff. We know that birth is not the important thing in marriage, but what I'm saying is, for the Nigeria environment, a 31-year-old guy, if he carry you 48 years old woman go show him mama, and mama follow you, they laugh. No saying that the money where you they bring, neither they laugh for.
Now so.
Because, yes, it's very obvious. Because
I tell you one funny thing one time.
yes.
We go home. That was when I was in Nigeria before I relocated. And one of my friends who was not married, she didn't marry on time.
Yeah.
She married only a few years ago, right? And I think she's 2 years older than me. So she got married, I think, at 46 or thereabouts. So she went home with me. I think it was when my mom passed or something like that. I can't remember. But she followed me to my hometown, Sha. And somebody saw her, and I was like, I was introducing her and said, this is my friend. I don't know. We had a conversation. I was like, I called her a girl. One of my uncle wife, you see what he talk, I don't thank God say she know the Yawa language.
Right.
You don't look for her to say this one gay. This one. That girl be this one. Say, as this one reason, the way she said it in a very sarcastic and
way, yeah.
Oh my God. I just look at me. I don't know what I want to tell her. I just walk out, come out. I better enter house. Enter house. So that is what you were saying now. But if you carry the woman home, they will tell you the story of your life.
They will tell you the story of your life.
Now this one you see, what you bring.
So that one another point there. Then another point again from one of our caller there made one very valid point concerning these women targeting. You see, you talk about Yao. I think that was the first person that spoke. You talk about this Yao. See, Auntie BN, people should understand this thing. See, a 419 guy, whether na white they deal with to, he get the way market the for president. They can 419 their own brother and sister. A liar is a liar. You understand me? So Yahoo in itself is a scam. It's a way to swingle people money.
Absolutely.
So Yahoo person, he not get messy. Even if na your mama. So what am I trying to say? Once you are dealing with somebody who is jobless, no matter what you think the person has, or you know that you have this true criminal, that person is more than likely to also swingle you. So most of these Yahoo phone, they are not doing mostly local Yahoo. So
Yahoo.
That boy, this lady is his client. No be joke. Now a client, he treated this relationship as a clientele. Do you understand? Yes.
I wish she just collected her money, say no by herself. For not even to cry like this.
Even the phone where I carry, now your account where won't try to hack into, now me can carry phone. If not, you not get what you want use phone do. So right from day one, she accepted an enemy into her own home.
Yes.
It's so sad. It's so sad. But it's a big lesson for many to learn. And the first caller also mentioned about women. Please, I keep saying this. It's not about, see, because this is not which I don't see now make me the talk even for abroad there they happen. Most women, they are so concerned about social media look of their partner more than anything. Everybody talk this thing, you don't understand, Auntie B. These are issues we should treat. Some women,
packaging. They are more concerned about packaging.
They are more concerned about how the marriage picture go look. Is he a handsome guy? Is he side bears? Is he 6 feet? Don't get me wrong. I didn't say everybody has right to choose your beauty, but you're not even choosing it based on how they feel. It's how
It's a very good thing that I mean that's a very good topic, BO. Do you know why? Because now people focus more on the pre-wedding photo shoots.
Thank
They
you.
focus more on the dance choreograph, how they are going to choreograph the dance. They focus, and now people will go and collect base because they
Basic.
want to do all these attire, different changes. Which blogger is going to cover it? Is going to enter Bella Ninja, this and
And
that.
Auntie B, do you think it's just the women that do these things? You will be so surprised though. I know a career woman, a
Mm,
medical doctor,
mm,
losing after one boy in Nigeria. Not because of
mm.
anything. The boy not get anything, but he knows if they wear that boy better shirt, he go
You go
there
look okay.
presentable. I
Mm,
don't know if you understand me. So
mm,
all our mind is not about what the boy can offer.
mm.
Do you understand me? It's just about if I stand in front of him, how will I look?
I look good.
Do you understand what
Is the picture they are looking at? How
you
they
see
are
what
going
I'm
to
trying
look?
to say, Auntie B?
Mm,
Thing I'm telling you, it's a sickness. Some guys have bought ticket from here to go and meet a guys in Nigeria, not because they even know the guy,
struggle
just
love.
because of the look.
Fine boy. They are looking
God.
for fine boy.
In- I say it's just for Instagram. Instagram marriage.
Hmm.
They no more look at content. We all
Yeah.
like physical attraction. At least
Yeah.
until you are seeing me physically, if I say I'm not fine, it's okay. Now I'm okay to talk. You know what I mean? So when I'm saying it, I know what I'm saying. A lot of this generation, we are just after
Is the outward appearance they
outward
care about.
appearance.
Yes, I see what you mean. Mhm.
When you meet them now, the next thing they will start telling you, not because the shirt you wear not fine, they'll say, change this one, wear that one, carry you to shopping. They just want, it's just the picture. Now, picture
Mm.
you want chop. By the time marriage don't really set, all those things will die
Mm.
because you will not face reality
You see,
inside the
you now
house.
say that time the women will not start crying. He lied to
Exactly.
me. He
Yes.
deceived me. With the time
Yeah.
you should be asking the questions, ask. Oh.
You not ask the question.
Mm.
So then finally, please, Nigeria, every day we say it here, people will say, maybe why did they talk? Say Nigeria. Nigeria, all of us will come. Oh. Not be the people I blame. Oh. That society, joblessness is very high.
Mm.
Joblessness. It's not an excuse, but it's just it.
And
So people,
joblessness, they make people the wicked.
no, I'm not talking about the wickedness. So
Mm.
those people, if in a society where people are so jobless, if you are successful, you have to be very careful because
Absolutely.
there are so many scavengers around looking
Absolutely.
for who to devour.
You're
That's
right.
it. They are just there looking for who to devour. There's no justification for anything. But what we are
Mm.
saying here is that because of that, they can go any length,
Mm.
when you see a man that you say you go fall in love because of the way he's a lawyer. I keep saying it here. Don't give man your money. A man that is able to still contribute 50-50 or whatever and do more, for instance, even though he gets smart attitude, is better than a loyal man that has nothing. Because those
Mm.
one, yes, now this one now go watch this girl.
But the thing is that if a man has nothing, you don't know. And human
That's
beings
what I'm saying
generally,
now.
if they don't have anything, you
Absolutely,
never know whether they are loyal or not. Let money enter
absolutely.
hand small. That's a human
Small.
behavior. Once
This
money enter hand, now you go know where the loyalty dey.
Auntie B, if this boy if he pay your rent, you know follow this woman.
No, you no go agree.
I'm
No agree
telling
follow
you,
and
now
stay.
that time go know say 22 years old girl dey.
Not
I'm
true.
telling you, if he can, but at that time, he will even follow her. He will wash her on the safe. No be joke. He go do anything. He go say, now that one I take win love. Which love? You are winning a pretender. It's just a pretender. So please let us,
Women need to wise up.
we
Yeah,
need to wise up. Both women and
absolutely.
men too. The same thing. It's both ways.
Mm,
This is just the
mm,
woman version. It's still there for
mm.
man version. There's
But now women
nothing.
they scam. Women are more vulnerable when it comes to love. Men they get sense
Mhm.
past us. That's the truth.
Well, hopefully.
Mm. No,
Hopefully.
no, men they get sense. Men they get sense. True. No, men know they dey emotional like that now. They know they do
Mhm.
mumu like that for love now. Men, show. Man will go sit down, calculate everything. He go look am from back to front, look am from front to back. But now
Okay.
women, now all our feelings, we are always in our feelings. Now why men when it comes to the issues of hearts, romantic relationship, men get sense
Mm.
past women. True.
You see?
Book relationship, worldly sense, sense to hustle. Women figure sense, but when it come to romantic relationship, trust me, most women know they
Yes.
get sense.
Yes. And
Our
Auntie B,
sense is just
one thing again, I would like you to talk on a later day too. Is something that I also noticed about delayed marriage for women. You know, I don't know whether it's coincidental, but I've met some people that I noticed that because somebody was trying to talk towards that direction, but it's not absolute. Like, for instance, most successful women that always carry their family for head, they do well, then they get delayed marriage.
that's true.
Yes,
Especially first daughter, if he first
yes,
speaking now.
yeah, yeah. Then they get
That's
delayed
very
marriage because anybody where bring come, they go find way they will take cancel am because they
yes,
want to dive into your economy.
it's true.
You know,
That's correct.
understand?
That's correct. That's
Yeah.
correct.
So that's it.
Thank
Thank
you.
you, Auntie B. I really appreciate it.
You enjoy yourself, my brother.
All right. All right.
Distressed from all the Ninja wahala and
Yeah,
enjoy
so
yourself.
they enjoy myself. I just hope you not see my hotel room
I
as
see
it
the
said.
coolness where you
I
this.
just hope
I see
I
the
thought
background so that you
na
like enjoyment.
na massage I won't go jokes. No, I
Yeah,
the good
well,
massage everywhere.
correct. I better enjoy it, Jare. You deserve it.
All right,
Well
have a
done.
nice day. Yeah, bye.
Okay, that was our brother Bio. Rahim, Dewale has been saying something. He said, that's why I don't like building together stuff. You don't know who you really are when you don't have money. Make everybody build themselves for their papa house. And Dewale vessel. Dewale make everybody build. Just build yourself for your papa house. I beg. Make you not stress us with building together. There's nothing wrong with building together, to be honest. If people just have good intentions, but how they get machine where they read people intention, that's just the problem. Laura, you are the last but not the least caller. Hello, darling. Welcome.
Hi, Auntie B. Compliments of the season.
Same to you, my intelligent girl. How are you today?
I'm fine.
What do you have to
As-
say?
this matter, eh?
Itairaba.
Brother B, it tire me. It tire me. Brother B, I've said everything. Like he said almost everything, but I would like to summarize with a story. This matter,
Okay.
like you said, women are vulnerable. They end well,
Yeah.
especially with all this. When the woman is older, it's just
Yeah.
like a no-go area. It's not even like an option anybody should explore because it's always not real. Because
Yeah.
if it's hard to see a guy that has his money, we hold him pepper, correct, can't go marry older woman like that. If it happened. So it's very obvious from the beginning why the person is there.
Stay with you.
Yes, waiting the person can't find. So I go talk to story. This one are my own, for my own family. So for my family, they don't feel hear this kind of matter. Because we had one auntie like that, we experienced something like this, but her own, the whole thing no end with physical, but she shall delete. The guy shall delete her, but no be physical, so she no fit get justice because how they won't put the matter, no proof. So this kind of thing, as I even see the matter, now so my sister come they talk about her matter because still don't take. It don't reach almost up to 15 years now where that thing happen. It don't take. So but my sister can't remind me of the matter, say now so this kind thing though, now I carry our auntie head, so she met a younger guy, all this kind. I don't make money, I very accomplished, don't do PhD, husband no come, almost our mom see age, husband never come. Okay, make I use my money marry man now. No, we go build them up. I go package them just as Okubiyo they talk. I go arrange them, bring them to my standard. We go start. The guy they loyal. That's when they call her baby every year. Baby.
It's a bit talk story, Laura. Say they call her baby. You know, say now what they sweet women with that when they don't they
That's
call you
why.
baby, all your head
That's
go they
why
scatter.
everybody for house they call her baby. That's what the thing they pepper us for body, me and my sister that time. So. You just a pemper her like that. Even put him go school. Oh, the man there that time. Even I did university. He did the same university. I did German for campus that kind of time. He go school because he never go school now. She don't do PhD. They tried getting. I think a diploma in do that time. He can't they do degree. We graduate. I know same year and I graduate the same year. That kind of thing. House she build house. I'ma build house. Change everything. Put for this man name. Nobody know. Everything where she don't acquire
Achieve for her life.
I tell you. Now, so
But why
she
women they always they change it. Even the ones that they don't acquire before they meet the man, they
before
can't
she
change their
marry,
name. You can't change the name
she
of your
don't put and change her name to everything. She not together. The house where they build, if you see house, she build house, do everything. This man just graduates. And so from one story, one day like that, just wake up, our auntie just delete.
You don't
What
train am.
happen?
You train and go university, come out.
He don't come out now. He don't she don't find a work because she be big woman for where she dey work. She just delete like that from nowhere. Waiting happen. Till today, nobody get answer.
And what happened to her properties? The family agree making carry everything go.
In everything on there for his name now. Now he can't they give there anyone way in like now. Now he carry everything.
They not challenge them.
They fight the matter where you get proof now. Everything she don't put things for his name.
Oh, she got children.
Which pikin? She not born any pikin. She don't reach that kind. She never born pikin. At that time she dey try see how she go use make she even get even know now one. But she don't get anything now.
So all the work will work.
That's why he end though.
Now the guy collect everything. Go marry another. Go marry younger woman. They enjoy
immediately
everything.
sharp. You go marry one pepper babe like that. One yellow sissy like me.
Can't they enjoy another person's sweat? Chai.
As in the thing they paid. So you see that matter. Now no go area. Anybody will know. Because from the beginning, you know the normal thing for our society. Now man suppose hold. Most men for Nigeria, if you come on money for their body, nothing they hold to give, nothing they get to offer you. Aside that money. So if man can't deal with you, no home money, can't they do lawyer? And because he no get money. If money enter, the person go show in character. That one, they can't be saying a small young boy where girls there and all that. The age difference they too much. And then plenty for Abuja.
Somebody just showed me a video now where for the thief. They say they give a job. This waiting be named eBay. There's somebody they don't cast them before self. See, 3 years ago, Tochukwu Ibe Christian, na thief. They posted it on YouTube.
Oh.
They gave him a job. He said the person said he can't talk plenty story. They preach like saying a better person. They know where they for employer. He said I gave him a job when he lost his. He said he stole phone, goods, and everything. He thief everything for where they for give him a job. You know, no say camera day.
They too plenty for Abuja.
Cash, everything over 500K. Now he thief for where they for give him a job. So now non thief. Now the guy be.
That one then Auntie B they full Abuja.
If you Abuja, any woman where they say for Abuja, I'm gonna watch out to.
They do for Abuja. Me now from Abuja, I use center. They too full for Abuja. You go open your eye like this, tear your eye for that state. If you there for that city, you go open your eye well. They're too plenty. All of them, most of them, they don't get house. They don't get anything. If they manage by one rickety car, now that house, everything there inside that car. Now there they live. Now there they do everything. So
I say many guys for Abuja they this table. So
homeless, they don't get house. So they find who they go, they show say they do love with, where go can't live with you. Before you know they go start to they control. This now make I believe that Empress gist because now so they do. They go enter you like this. They target the women where they go enter. You don't say this one home money. They go enter. They do as Brother Bio, they wash anything where they want wash. They do this one. They do like say the woman go send her love. Now scam, no be any love. No be any love. Then too many. And the second one too, another struggle love story. That's what this auntie do with this man. Now they build together. He never marry her. Now so she they even packing, they live together. Now they struggle, they do things, they arrange, do things. Now so one day she can't go carry wardrobe. She they look for something for house. And she put something down. That's so she see the guy invitation card for wedding.
You know they marry.
You won't go marry another babe. She not fit take her more. She can't get this thing arrest. What thing they call her? Cardiac arrest.
Le baton.
Now so that woman can't get stroke. That auntie. And she no make her. Now so she did.
Wow.
So because she don't invest over 10 years of her life for that relationship. And a struggle love matter. So it's this struggle love when babes these days say they know they do. You know they pay.
Now seeing is believing. They don't see. The eye don't see.
Person will tell you that one, no thing you don't see. Now you the person talk. So you know they help. I beg. And you ask one question, so what would they tell women make them do for this kind of thing? If you please, so no compare yourself with anybody. You run your race, make I run my race. Because now all those pressure, most time that's self-pressure. No, I know say family they get pressure, but if you get age where you go reach, person no go push you, may you go do what you no want to do. So even though anything where the person won't talk, now to just if na parent you leave another state or you start to go close to them like that, everybody go arrange himself. So but now sometimes now self pressure, you see your friends, you know if you not even know what they go through for the whole marriage where then you go come they blame yourself. Your life will feel better past their own. You feel even get peace, they enjoy your life pass. Because not be everybody where they marriage happy. Some people just make them the answer misses. So if you date for that kind of situation, no pressure yourself.
No pressure yourself.
No
And don't let
pressure
anybody
yourself.
pressure you.
No let anybody pressure you. Come on yourself for any place. Any person where you
Any
know say
pressure
people where they
WhatsApp
give
group,
you.
come out yourself. If not your
Come out
parents, tell them say
yourself.
you no go call them again. You need to
Or
you're
unfriend
strong your
them.
heart.
This today I put up on my WhatsApp status. One thing I learned this year be say no be everybody go day my life. No be everybody go supposed to remain for my life. At some point, and some people go need to come out. I need to come out some people, and it's very okay.
Yeah. There's something
Extremely
I did
okay.
recently. I carry my phone like this, sit down. I go through my contacts. Anybody where they my contacts, I don't care whether na family or friend or whatever, old work colleagues or whatever. If we never talk for a period of 2 years, we never have any communication, then you don't need to know anything about my life. I did delete them. I just dey delete.
Block.
I delete, block so many people. Somebody teach me that and say some people when they will come from nowhere just come out now, come they stretch, come they give you some kind anxiety over nothing. Are they really in your life? I mean, how you would say somebody they in your life and I never talk 2 years? They are
You don't
definitely
know.
not in your life.
You don't
So
know
why do they
anything
need to be in
about
your
you.
contact? I
That's
don't begin
true.
delete. They block, they delete, they go.
That's
So
so.
those of you now they watch. If you don't feel reach me again, I don't block you, I don't delete you. I don't send anybody. That's
Okay.
the beauty about this age. I've come to an age
Yes,
where
so
I don't
everybody
send
must not stay.
anybody again.
Yes, so
You know, I can do anything I want to do. I don't send nobody.
see,
It is
even people
well,
where they go
no.
report me to my papa, in my papa brother, all these kind of people where they know they send them, they know participate.
Some people are
See,
monitoring spirit that day.
they
They
know
just they
participate to
there. They don't
all
say
our
hello to
life.
you. If you mistake it, now I don't like that WhatsApp status be that. Once you do that stuff, you will see all of them. They check.
I
You know
don't
be
already
monitoring
choose
spirit. You
people who
know be
know fit watch am.
satanic agent. Why you dey watch my WhatsApp status when you never say hello to me for 2 years and you did my contact? And they go look and waka go. They go look and waka go. They
Now
dey
block.
monitor your life. And some people sabi do that thing where they put everything. They put them for, they are me, I kuku dey social media. So now here, all of them they monitor my life. I be TV, when I continue to the
I
watch.
know cuckoo
I
care.
don't send
Now
you.
be the thing. Even the one where carry go report me to my papa say, your picking they live for this Abuja, and she never come. She know the concern. Now my papa to say, oh, who you be to her? You say you be my brother. Now waiting, now you be the elder. You supposed teach her now. You know, teach her how they treat people, family or really, and you can't say the girl no they come near you. If you could go report me to my papa, you they waste your time. Or anybody where you say family, because me, I don't send anybody where send me. Nah, I send. If you see me, I see you. If
Now
you don't see
so,
me, I don't see
Lobaton,
you.
you will get peace.
So
Thank you, Jare Lore. I appreciate you, my dear.
thank you,
Have a
Auntie
happy
B.
new year ahead,
And
my
you
dear.
too.
I
Thank you
have a
so
very
much.
interesting show tomorrow. You should come and listen. Another story. Of
I
this one,
did.
the story be like Tinder. Not Tinder, she for meet the person.
Naked now. Hey!
This one a Nigeria version of Tinder Swindler. Nah,
Oh my God. I did. I
We'll go watch
did.
and we'll go hear that story tomorrow. I called the lady today, we spoke. You see, she just they cry.
Oh
I
my
called the
God.
console and say, take her
Oh,
easy. Take her easy. Eh?
it's well,
It
Auntie
is
B.
well. It is well.
Thank you
Thank you,
so
my
much. Yeah.
darling. All right. Take care of yourself. Have a good evening. Good afternoon. Okay, my people. As I say, I dislike WhatsApp status. It's not only the status. I dislike the whole of WhatsApp. That app, and I'm the app where I dislike pass out of anything. Because you know why? Because Nigerians too plenty for them. Now why? I run come on for Facebook. But you see that WhatsApp, I still they think. I never know whether I go kuku delete the app completely. Because if you don't get WhatsApp, then you can have other ways to communicate with people that actually matter to you. You know? So people that matter to you have a way of ringing you. But you see that WhatsApp? Now wow. So I'm just going to end the show tonight by saying thank you so much, everybody that called in. Thanks for all your contribution. They say Abuja, all these Abuja Yahoo men say that they wear jalabia, they wear long one, wear perfume. All of them they claim say that they do contract with government, contract where they know they pay. So if you live in Abuja, I mean, not be only Abuja, they are everywhere. Romance scam is real. So Watch out, especially if you are a woman of a certain age. Even if you are not, in that age bracket, you are successful in your own rights. Be careful. Anybody where they ask you for money, you meet guy begin to tell you story, long plenty story about how one thing happen to how they take the cash should be that. Women. I don't say our heart, and sometimes some of us, when we don't like somebody, we know feel hold ourselves, but try. Now red flag. Go they beg you for money, you be mama. You know if you save the whole world. We go stop with this our savior mentality. They will talk plenty story. Country hard, Nigeria hard. Are you big Buhari? Are you Buhari? Eh? It is well, oh. Thank you so much. Sharon, you say what time tomorrow? Yeah, it's 7 o'clock tomorrow. 7 p.m. GMT. I think that's 8 p.m. in Nigerian time. Yeah. Yeah, it's 7 p.m. Oh, I thought that 7 p.m. Oh, Nigerian 7 p.m. will be 6. Okay, I do it 6. Let me do it 6. Because the ladies in Nigeria, let me not do it too late. So 6 o'clock UK time. So that will be 7 Nigeria. Thank you so much. Oh, I beg oh. Mokuna protect yourself. Oh. Nobody go protect if you don't protect yourself. And I know it's not easy, even if you're under pressure. Thank you. Bingpe, yeah. Give us a thumbs up if you enjoyed the conversation. This lady, you need to see the sister. Oh, she was so heartbroken, and so she did cry. Her parents, and what these people fail to understand, people who do this, who cause this kind of devastation and pain, they forget saying now somebody gets her, now somebody born her, now somebody picking, now somebody, sister, just like that, because of making the wrong choices for relationship. Now waiting, just delete this Ijeoma. Just delete her life like that. Let us take the lessons. And I'm very sure that he's going to get what's coming to him. They don't catch you already. So this one not be the one where you go you run. You not run. And Nigerian jail not be one place where you won't go. Trust me. You not be like obodooyinbo jail. All those one where Hush Puppy goes, so no. Nigerian jail is a real jail. When they say jail, won't go magba. It go take. By the time you go kiri, you go no. It is well, though. Please, so people they complain about Nigeria, they complain about leadership, complain about everything, but it starts from you. If you want to change the world, take a look at yourself and make the change. What you know is wrong, don't do it. Make the change that you desire to see. It's easy for you to blame government. It's easy for you to blame systems. It's easy for you to blame everybody. But what about you? What about you? How are you treating the people in your life? You meet woman, he carry you enter house, he feed you, buy you clothes. Now they do video, they shine. The next thing, even carry motor give you, but still it's not enough for you. You just buy her like that. Now wow, Kodara, it's not the best. I pray for peace for her family, that God will, grant them the fortitude to bear this. It's a very big loss. And guys, be safe out there. Oh, be careful. Be careful. Ewu mbe loko. When they say ewu this day, now human being be the ewu where they out there. Oh. Let us be guided. May God help us. I'll be back tomorrow. I'll see you at 6 p.m. I'm going to set it up. I'll try and set it up tonight. I've been so busy today. But we have a real life situation where somebody's coming to share. I have another one. I need to set that one up as well. Oh my God. It never stops. I'm telling you. Somebody said that they went to Canada as a student and now they're trying to file and the husband in Nigeria is refusing. So they want help from the farm. Probably I know they finish it as well. Bye guys, I'll see you tomorrow. Thank you. Subscribe, like, and please give us a thumbs up.